it's not enough time to take a dog out to pee. And they were both out the front door, so Charles stopped playing his radio. As soon as I woke up, in my room, I've never gone into Charles and Darling's room and slept in there. Darling sent me text messages yesterday demanding that I return Jacob's key to the front door. She said, please leave Jacob's front door key on the kitchen table. We need it. I sent her a message back and said, no. Go to Walmart to make a copy of your front door key for $1 and give me a key to my bedroom door that works. The fine for failing to, or for doing what she's done to me is $250 from the eviction court. It is violation of civil procedure and unlawful possession. And this is the odd thing about it, is when I become moving about in my bed and open my eyes, that Charles and Darling begin to speak in Darling's room. And I have an audio recorder that I record 24/7 with, that I can prove that with. So it's obvious that it has something to do with me being awake, and they're not in this room, so how would they know? They're silent till I become awake and move about in this room, in my bed, without even getting up. Over my eyes. And then her saying, come on, Ellie, to the dog. The first thing you do when you wake up is take your dog out, right? Because your dog's been in bed with you all night, or hasn't gone out to pee all night. So you gotta let your dog out, right? She's not letting her dog go out. She's just pretending to. She says, come on, Ellie, but 5 minutes later, they're out the front door. 5 minutes later, Charles and Darling were both out the front door. So she's saying, come on, Ellie, but she's not letting the dog out to pee. And, that is something that I've observed over and over again. And Ellie will start crying at Darling's bedroom door to go pee. So, it's very obvious that there's something very suspicious going on here. Falsifying audio is what it sounds like. Falsifying audio monitoring. It doesn't matter if I get up at 6, if I wake up I woke up about 48, and it happened this morning, or I open my eyes. I was already awake, but I opened my eyes and moved about in my bed without getting up. That's when Darling and Charles began to speak in Darling and Charles' room. It's 6:30 a.m. It happened the other morning, 8 o'clock in the morning. 10, it doesn't matter what time it is, it's the same game. 1 o'clock in the afternoon, it doesn't matter, it's the same game. Charles and Darlene were completely silent in Darlene's room until I became consciously awake and opened my eyes in this room without getting out of my bed, and they darted out the front door within 5 minutes, and Darlene fakes letting Ellie out. She leaves that person outside, and she doesn't feed that cat out there. Like last night when Jake and I came home, I was closing our bedroom door for the last time, seemingly the last time, after Jake and I had gotten our food and everything, and I'd gone and changed Jacob's water. Darlene pushed her bedroom door closed. It was just barely open in her bedroom doorway, and she closed and started jumping around her doorknob from the inside. I didn't touch her door. I didn't go anywhere near her room. She didn't even have her door open. She just pushed it closed barely, and that was to make it sound like I was going into her room because I turned off the hall light, and that's what I heard. So this is falsifying audio monitoring, and it's a trick that the jackass with a badge has used to me, on me, the places where I go, where I've been followed there by Double O Dumb Fuck, the cop who's doing this to me and Jake, and in the schools that I've gone to, and stuff like this. The cop is falsifying contact with me, and like when I go in the office and stuff, and just as I'm about to, walk by a door or an office door, any room or doorway or something like that, I'll have the door just barely ajar. In the second that I walk by, the jackass with a badge, whoever's on this case, that I don't know, will push the door closed. And I'll go knock on the door, and nobody will answer. Or if the door opens and it's a door that goes to a hallway or out the front of the school or whatever, I'll be on, the other side of the lobby. Nobody else is in the lobby, and I'll go walk and look out the door, and nobody's there. And at the same time, usually that's when a drone flies over outside. So, it's falsifying audio. And I think probably what happens is that the cop is announcing a search to say that he or she has informed me of the search and the monitoring, and has to do that legally, which has never happened. I've never been informed of the search or monitoring any place I've been or here. And I'm like, what's going on here with Darlene and Charles? I've got this on audio and video. And I've been documenting it in most of my videos on YouTube. So, and I've got a 24/7, this phone I use for audio recording 24/7. So, and nobody's fooling anybody here. These people are just doing what this cop has told them to do, and it looks to me like the same pattern of falsifying the delivery of search warrants or consent from me or contact with me. And it appears to me that, like when Jake and I come home, like we did last night, and this has happened other nights too, this thing with the doorway, and then there were two tones that beeped loudly from Darlene's room. They were about 30 seconds apart. So they're just faking surveillance, and I'm guessing a search warrant was issued or something. So this cop is false.